totality here. According to NASA, we've met people who've come from across the country, people who've come from across the pond. I met a family from the UK. They decided to make the trip here. They made the call last week to come out here. And we've been talking a lot about the weather leading up to this. And that was certainly a factor people were worried about. So much so that we met one couple from Virginia who was supposed to be going to Texas. They pivoted, decided on Cleveland because they thought they had a better shot. They had travel booked. They rebooked. This is your second time seeing this. Well, you know what this was going to feel like, but what's it like seeing it again?
Isn't it incredible? Like, I want to start crying.
Oh my gosh. And we're looking up at something that Noni's seen before, but her husband Mike, you've never seen this.
No, I have not.
What's it like seeing this for the first time?
It's pretty amazing. I had no idea it was going to be this spectacular, but it's really awesome. It's really an experience.
Don't look at me. We only got like 90 seconds of this left. What's it like looking up and seeing that?
It's pretty neat. I had no idea that, I didn't know about the diamond ring or Bailey's beads. So being able to see all that and listen to the NASA announcer, it's a pretty educational experience. Feeling the temperature drop was chilling, to say the least, pardon the pun. But
it feels like a cool summer night out here.
It does. And listening to all the birds go quiet, it was a total different environment.
And Lester, for people who might remember from 2017, we had some weather issues in parts of the country then too. I was in Carbondale, Illinois, and we had cloud cover over this stadium filled with people for most of totality. And so I can tell you, someone who only got seconds last time around, to be seeing this and having it just hovering up there with that glow around the edges is just remarkable. And Noni, you've seen this before, but why did you need to see it again?
You know what, honestly, because my brother got the shot and I didn't. I wasn't prepared.
This is all for the Instagram post.
Yes, I wasn't prepared, so I got all my filters. I got everything this time, and I can't even say enough. Like, this is incredible. I did not get anything that remotely looked like this the last time.
Lester,
it was just such a great experience the last time. Having it get dimmer, everybody starts cheering. Everybody is like,
Jesse, thank you. It was only a few days ago on the East Coast. Everyone was saying, did you feel it? Talking about an earthquake. And now here we are a few days later saying, did you see it?
My daughter just texted me photos from Washington, D.C. and the images they have of the eclipse. It looks to me like it's about 95%. It's a pretty good eclipse.
So they got darkness there.
They've got a good chunk of it is gone in Washington anyway.
All right, NBC's Ryan Nobles is back at his alma mater, SUNY Brockport, for a very special homecoming in New York there.
Yeah, hey, Lester, and, there's quite a bit of clouds here in Brockport, unfortunately, but I have to tell you, the last 30 seconds or so has been pretty remarkable. Even though we can't really actually see the sun from where we are right now, it got a little eerie as it just got gradually more dark, and we're expecting totality at 3:19, so we're like basically in the window right now, and I'm really just on vacation with my family here. We actually went to the eclipse 7 years ago in South Carolina. Esther, do you remember that? Do you remember that experience?
No.
No? How does it compare right now? I mean, is it it's a little weird that it's getting so dark, right?
Yeah, it's getting dark.
Yeah. All right. What do you think so far?
It's dark and everybody's cheering.
Everybody's cheering, right. And so these are some of the students from Brockport, where I went to college. I mean, what does it mean for you guys to have, this kind of oh my gosh, I just got a lot of oh my God. Everybody's starting.
That is incredible.
Wait, is it incredible?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you probably were a little bummed that there were so many clouds, but is it still pretty a remarkable experience?
Like, look at it. It is dark right now. Look at that.
You can actually start to feel it get even more dark. It's almost like somebody shut the lights off just in the last 20 seconds.
Oh my God. I better put this on.
You're putting your glasses on now because you're worried? All right, so we are now essentially in complete totality, Lester.
Oh my God.
And It's odd. There's actually kind of an interesting little ring around the outside of the campus where you can see other parts of the area where they're not quite in totality yet. But we're standing actually right next to the center line of totality. So behind me, the college actually marked off the line, the center line. There were people lined up here early this morning to take advantage of it. So right now, everybody is standing in totality. A little concerned and upset that there were so many clouds, but the experience here.
Look at that shot of
My other
Niagara
son,
Falls.
Luke.
Wow.
Are you nervous at all right now?
No.
We're losing a little bit, but we're
very
looking at that
cool.
stunning picture that what is a nighttime shot for all intents and purposes of Niagara Falls. Incredible. Dave Price of our station WNBC is in Rochester, New York. What are you seeing there, David?
Well, complete darkness, Lester. I'll tell you, this town of 200,000 swelled by about 500,000 over the last 48 hours. And we're right now in one of their minor league ballparks. The Red Wings play here during the summer season, and it is packed with thousands of people. And just a little while ago, the decibels were high, the bands were playing, the DJs were spinning. And I'm going to take a moment and not say a word and just listen. You can hardly hear a thing. You can see couples with their arms around one another, parents hugging children. I spoke to Lee Morin this morning, a shuttle astronaut from STS-110, and I was speaking to him about the magic of an event like this. And he said, you know, I remember going to an eclipse with my mother. And all these years later, after being in space, after being a shuttle astronaut, I'm still as amazed now as I was then. And he was like a school child talking about it. And to see the elderly here in amazement and the children here who were just agape with wonderment is just a remarkable experience. And I spoke to someone earlier this morning who said, you know, just for today, we're able to shut off the rest of the news and shut off what's happening in and around the world. And later on this afternoon, we're going to be able to just look up at the stars and wonder. And even though there's cloud cover here today, this scene is one of amazement for everyone here, and it's so many sites around Western New York and Central New York, and indeed around the country. And for seasoned reporters like all of us who have seen a lot in their lifetimes, it's just remarkable to spend a moment and look up at the sky and look towards the sun 93 million miles away, and just for a few minutes be amazed at how our universe works.
So well put, David. So well put. It's the contrast is interesting to see how different people, different crowds internalize what they have witnessed here. And as you noted, that silence in Rochester. Mostly we've seen boisterous celebrations, anticipation, but you have a feeling as you look around that no one is going to go home quite feeling the same.
Right now.
That